kusura bakmayın. Yerime saattir uykusuz.
I'm sorry, I haven't slept for 20 hours. I was on the plane coming from the United States.
Yolculuk bir saat alıyor. Onun için ben
It takes nearly 20 hours. So I'm quite tired
hazır değilim.
and not too ready to speak. Actually, I was planning to give my speech tomorrow.
Benden önceki konuşmalar çok genel olumlu bir dönem olmuş.
The participants before me had a quite positive mindset about the world, but that's not the case for me, unfortunately.
Size tarih dersi vermek istemiyorum ama
I'm not here to lecture you on history,
ders vermeye çalışacağım.
but I'll try to do it briefly.
18. asır
The 18th century
yüzyılıydı.
was the British century, and the British controlled nearly 75% of the world.
İkinci Dünya Savaşı'ndan sonra Amerika,
And after the Second World War, it was the United States.
Rusya, dünya hakimiyeti.
And Russia became superpowers.
Ayrı yol tuttular.
And they had separate paths.
Silahlanmaya en temel bilimlere
America attributed the importance to arms and fundamental sciences, but Russia gave importance to arms alone. And America finally
İngilizce söyleyişle kol kol Türkçesi Soğuk Savaşı kazandı.
won the Cold War,
Yapmakla savaş
because you cannot win a war, you cannot become superior by producing arms. Science is a must. Fundamental sciences
üniversiteyi gördüğümde
are a must. When I entered university and when I did my doctorate
bir
degree,
Rus bilim makalesi okumadım. Çünkü
I have never read a Russian article
teknik makale
because it wasn't there.
ben
It was always technical,
silah yapmakla, polime yapmakla
and it was about polymer making and some reactions,
teknoloji almadım.
but there was nothing related to biology or pharmaceuticals.
Bir şey yok.
There was nothing in Russia.
Bu yüzden
For that reason,
bunu biliyorsunuz.
the Russian Empire collapsed. And thanks to that,
Efendimiz
the Turkish states had their independence and future.
şimdi 21. yüzyıldayız.
Now we're in the 21st century.
21. yüzyılda maalesef
Unfortunately, in the 21st century,
Amerika son yıllarda Rusya'nın yaptığı yanlışı yapıyor.
America is doing the same wrong that has been done by Russia in the past. In the last 20 years,
Bilimsel alanda
in the scientific
Çin
field,
Amerika'yı geçti.
China has surpassed the United States.
Tekrar söylüyorum, Çin
I'm repeating this. China has surpassed United States.
bilimsel alanda üç büyük bilim dergisi var.
There are three major journals:
Nature,
Science,
Cell.
Nature, and Cell.
Türlü bilimi kaplarlar.
They include all sciences. Cell is generally related to biological sciences, but Science and Cell include biology, chemistry, physics, practically everything.
Bunları incelediğimizde
When you analyze those,
tutuyorum. Yıllardır sayesinde
I've been keeping the numbers for many years. In the last 5 years,
son 5 yılda her 3 belgede de
in all 3 articles,
yayınlanan
published articles,
yarısı Çin'den çıkıyor.
more or less half of them are Chinese.
Amerika'dan daha fazla
And China is publishing more articles than the United States. I'm talking about this high-level academic journals. So we're at a turning point, a milestone here.
iyi niyetli olsa
Regardless of
barışı
how much goodwill we have, how much we talk about peace,
olmazsa
if we are not strong in science,
dünyaya baş tutarız. Çin dünyaya baş tutuyor.
we won't be able to compete with the world. China is actually challenging the world. You know the economical changes that has been implemented or wanted to be implemented by Trump. Nobody knows about the consequences of that.
Tatil Türkçesine
And the tariffs, I don't recall the Turkish version of that. Tariff.
tarifeyi Çin'e koydu.
The highest tariff is on China, and China doesn't care.
Çin biz sizi yeneceğiz diyor.
China says we will beat you because China is building on science. They are making science.
Politika dediğin
And I'm not a politician.
çözümünü yapacak bir insan değil.
I'm not a person to resolve that. I'm working on fundamental sciences.
Şunu öğrendim ki
But I can tell you that we have to attribute importance to science, fundamental sciences. If we attribute that, the economy will be stronger, the peace will be better, brotherhood, fraternity will be better. Otherwise, we can talk long hours about peace and fraternity. We would like to do that, but some others
onlar bilimde, teknolojide büyük katkılar yapmışlarsa
if they surpassed us in science and technology,
ilişkimize ihtiyaçları yok.
then they won't need our brotherhood. So in that context, I will repeat this again. In all of my speeches, we have to attribute importance to fundamental sciences, technology that are produced by us. I'm not talking about imported technology or science. I'm talking about the ones we produce. And as Turkish states, I'm not talking about Turkey alone. All Turkish states must attribute importance to science and technology.
Kusura bakmayın, ben konuşmamı yarın bırakırız.
I'm very sorry that I thought that I was going to make this speech tomorrow, but you honored me.
Bana çok değer verdiniz.
Yeah.
Çok teşekkür
And I thank you very much for honoring me and for attributing importance to me. I will do my best to be worthy of you.
kendimi sadece Türkiye'yi değil, bütün Türk dünyasını temsil eden bir
And I represent not only myself, but the whole of the Turkic world. I see myself as a person like that. And I will represent Turkey and the Turkic world by doing science in the best way possible, and I will try to represent it in the best way possible. May Allah the Almighty grant me more health that I can do it further, and I will try to do my best to raise students that will follow the same path. Thank you very much.